Hello everybody and welcome to Discovery with Glory. Thank you so much for all your comments, all your emails. I've really been enjoying reading and responding to every single comment and every single email. That's why I started this vlog, so that I could share my experiences, you would share yours, and we'd rub off each other and learn. So today I'm going to be talking about something that I think everybody can relate with: how to deal with criticism. Just like you, I've been criticized for a lot of things, my personality being one of them. So I tend to have this, let's say, larger than life. Okay, let's be honest, I'm not the most ladylike of people. Like, I don't know how to cross my legs and just be like, hello, hi. I talk and my mouth, my whole mouth, my whole everything moves. When I was younger, my mom used to tell me, talk like a lady, talk like a woman. And even now, like, people always think that, I'm a bit abrasive, I'm a bit confrontational, or that I'm fake. So that the fact that I have this big personality is because I'm seeking attention. So, I've learned that no matter what you try, people are always gonna have a comment. But I think that, nowadays, everybody says, if someone says anything bad to you, say, they're hating on me, they're hating on my talent, shit. You don't even know who I am, But I think, in a way, there's still good that can come from criticism. So what I've learned personally is that, you should be able to decipher, first of all, who is the criticism coming from. So for example, like in the workplace, when I first got the job I have now, when I first got the job, my boss was very critical about, my reports that I always handed in. Now I could have easily said, this guy is just difficult to please. Like my boss is very aesthetic. So he likes, if you're doing a presentation, you have to dimension it. He always tell me, Glory, this thing is not visually pleasing. And in my mind, I'm like, visually pleasing? What I'm writing, does it not make sense? Why do you need to be pleased with your eyesight? Do you understand? But then now I find myself understanding what he was saying. So yes, my content was good, but I needed to get people to want to read what I was saying. Now, if I had just said to myself, this one is just difficult to please, nobody can ever please him, I probably, now my presentation, people are just like, oh, Glory, how'd you get your font size to be like this? How'd you arrange your charts? And that's because I was able to learn from that. So I think the first thing you should do, who is the person criticizing you? If it's your boss in the office, if it's somebody, and then actually look at it, did I make a mistake? Because sometimes, let's face it, nobody likes to be told that they are doing something wrong. But if you dig deep, if you check inside your heart, then inside your heart and inside your soul, you will know that, yeah, you kind of messed up, or yeah, you need to learn. So look at it. Look at who is giving the criticism, and then look at what sort of criticism they are giving. Is it something that is there any good to take from here? Another thing you want to think about when it comes to criticism is your response. So I will never forget this. I wrote one article called "The Gold Digger in Me." Now, the truth about it is the article was just about my experience with, how guys say that women are gold diggers and all of that. And I was trying to say, well, anyway, forget about what I was trying to say. In general, I think that, when you write articles or when you're in the media and all of that, that people tend to misconstrue what you say. And sometimes you get some comments. So I got this comment on this article. I wrote this article, I think 4 years ago, but I will never forget the comments. It said, Glory, when you die, they will write here, therein died and lived the gold digger, or something like that. And I was thinking, for what now? Which one concern you with what they will write on my gravestone? I mean, because I wrote an article, like you would go that far to talk about death and my gravestone. I thought it was unnecessary. But if you start to reply everybody, you will be tired. You will be really, really tired. And I think it was actually Ucheze, the founder of Bala Nigeria, that actually told me, like, sometimes people will comment on my article, I'll call her, don't they understand what I was trying to say? In fact, I'm going to reply. And then when I reply, the way I will reply, she was telling me, she said, calm down. So if you reply, somebody else is going to say something, then what's the point? You know what you're trying to say. Other people have read the article and they know what you're trying to say. Move on. So that's really what it is. Like, sometimes there are opportunities for you to explain yourself. If that opportunity exists, try and do it. But where it is clear that explaining would not do any good and might even infuriate the situation, just realize you can't respond to everybody and move on. Another thing I've also learned with criticism is, do you give criticism yourself? Everybody's quick to say they're hating on me. Are you a hater? Check yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Like, really, how do you give criticism? Like, sometimes, we are quick to see the, how do they say it? The log in another person's eye. I mean the speck, whatever it is, you know what I'm trying to say. So like, how do you give criticism? I think sometimes we are what we attract. So if you're somebody that's, when next you see this vlog, what is Glory even doing? Blah, 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 blah. When they criticize you at work, just remember it's what you wrote on my comment section that is coming back at you. No, I'm joking. But seriously, I think we should, when you're trying to give feedback, you should be constructive. If you don't like something, you're entitled not to like it. You can't like everything. I don't like everything, so I don't expect everybody to like everything. But just realize that whatever it is that, people have feelings. We all have the same blood pumping through our veins, and we all get hurt. So also think about how you give criticism as well. So tell me, what is your own take on criticism? Do you think that, there is a place of criticism and, people need criticism to evolve and to get better? Do you think people are just being a bit too sensitive these days, always saying, oh, there's a hater? Or do you think that really people should just mind their own business? If they don't like it, they should keep their opinion to themselves? Are you someone that gives criticisms or constantly receives criticisms? Why don't you leave your comments on the comment section, or you can always email me at glory@inspiredbyglory.com. You can also check out our blog on inspiredbyglory.com. And of course, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel right here, Inspired by Glory. Until next time, it will be me, Glory, on Discovery. Bye-bye.